So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is like my second, but anyways, let me do a proper introduction. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deb. This is Deb's Corner. So I recorded this video previously, and unfortunately, unfortunately the audio was like in and out. It wasn't really stable. Trying to project my screen on my laptop. And for some reason, the audio, like you hear it with my mic. So if for some reason you hear the audio with my mic and then you hear it switch to computer source and it's like back and forth, it wasn't clear. But the message was really good. So I'm going to try to include some of the parts where the audio wasn't really, really messed up. But you can actually get the gist, which is the meat message. But how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. So the gist of the video, I think I was talking about um, how I don't look like what I've been through. And a lot of people should also follow this advice too. Don't always look like what you've been through because, or what you're going through, because for me, at least, if you do that, I feel like you're playing like that victim mode where you feel like, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, therefore I'm going to look like it. And there's nothing wrong with just try not to look like what you're going through. It's not like pretending it's not happening, but it's just, hey, I refuse to play the victim. So let me just live life regardless of what's going on in my life. If that makes sense. But in that video or the clips that I'm going to put on here, I was talking about a song that really ministers to me. It's titled Firm Foundation. I love that song because it speaks to a lot. And there's a specific, like two specific lines in that song that I hang on to every time. I got joy in chaos. I got peace that makes no sense. So basically, I have joy in chaos, and then I have peace that makes no sense. I feel like I was trying to say that that has something to do with your walk in Christ, because when you're going through a lot, right? And you can still be joyful, you can still have peace despite what's going on. That speaks a lot to your walk in Christ. So for me, I was saying that I'm going through some stuff right now. I feel like I'm in a fork. I'm at a fork in a road where I am choosing, either I choose me, meaning I choose the things that are going to kind of propel me to where I need to go to fulfill my purpose, or I continue to just be people's resource and never consider myself. And so I'm choosing, those are the two forks in my road, and I'm choosing to try to go, the route that just like benefits my purpose on this earth. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to think about my faith, but I'm also trying to like figure out, I know my purpose on this earth, but trying to figure out where that nice balance, like I'm trying to figure out a balance. That's a key word. I'm trying to figure out a balance where I don't sell myself short, but I am of service to others. I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to create a balance. So to create a balance, I think you have to be aware of your purpose. So I know my purpose, right? I know what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to create a balance. So that balance is yet to see. So anyway, so this video is going to be like basically like clips of videos. I'm going through it, but I never look like I'm going through it. And that's the peace of God. When you have the peace of God, it's not that you don't recognize that you're going through something. It's just that in the midst of the trial and tribulations, God is still with you, right? He gives you joy, he gives you peace in the midst of it all. Wait, this thing is supposed to be making me sad, breaking me down, but it's not. I'm still like joyous, happy. Why is that? And that's the peace of God. You have to just realize that everybody who is a Christian is trying to be like Jesus, is trying to be like God, right? But no one can be Jesus. No one can be God, especially if you're in human form, because we're all sinful beings. So we have to realize that we emulate, we're trying to be like him in our actions and our words, but we can't truly be him because we're still a sinful being. We're still humans and we're still gonna fall. So I say this to say my walk with Christ, my relationship with Christ, I realized that in the midst of tribulations, trials and tribulations, that I can choose two things. I can choose to wallow in the victimness of my trials and tribulations and just say, well, this is going on with me. I should be sad. Let me be sad. Let me just embrace the whole like package that comes with this trial and tribulation. Or I can say, hey, I know who my Father in heaven is. Through experiences, through through experiences, I know that God has always brought me through. Like at the moment it feels hard, but I know He's always brought me through. So it's that quiet confidence that I know that God has brought me through the most. There's some difficult things I've gone through in my life that could have broken me, but God brought me through. I'm still smiling. I'm still here. So I'm like, using those experiences, I know God's gonna bring me out of this. So why am I gonna choose to wallow in the sadness and the whatever that comes with the trials and tribulations? No, I'm gonna choose to be joyful and happy, knowing that whatever happens, God still got me. I wanted to show you guys my garden, my potato leaves. That's a thing that I have to research. When are your potatoes ready to be picked? Because the leaves have grown so big, and it's kind of like I was trying to like dig a space in the soil to actually put more like potato spuds in, and I couldn't because like if you dig through, there's a bunch of roots all around, and it's like if I am like digging through, I can actually destroy some roots, and I don't want to do that. So I actually want to research this. Like, when do you figure out the potato? When do you know they've matured, and when can you pull it out? So now I'm using a grow bag, obviously not obviously, but I've shown you guys the grow bag, and I'm trying to figure out like, okay, when is it ready? When do you know it's actually ready to pull out? So we'll see. I'll find that information out, and then I'll bring it back to you guys. But I planted another grow bag of potatoes just to see how that grows, because the first one is doing well. It's not did so well, but it is doing well. So I want to show you guys that my Roma tomatoes, actually, the seedlings are getting stronger. So I think I'm going to give it about a week or two, and then I'm going to transfer it into the garden bed. So I wanted to show you guys that. And the red peppers replanted them again. So I was saying in the previous clip that I lost, spring, maybe a little early part of summer, yeah, I'm going to actually just be doing gardening videos. So it's going to be a lot of like videos on gardening, videos on like planting and all that stuff, because I feel like it's a happy place. A lot of people do a lot of things to de-stress. So gardening, cooking, taking walks, those are perfect ways to distress. But for me, everybody has their own vice. So for me, it's basically gardening. It's also used to be cooking, but I don't know. But yes, I want to show you guys that. Hey, as promised. So there is the potatoes. Those are the potato plants. Those are the leaves. I basically have everything out here now. These are my tomato seedlings, my Roma tomatoes. Those are red peppers. I replanted that, starting to grow, and then I planted some more peppers here too as well. Tomatoes. I don't remember what I have. Yeah, green pepper hasn't sprouted yet, so I may plant more seeds, radishes. Planted more seeds in that. All these are Roma tomato seedlings. These are green pepper seedlings. Like, not doing well. And these are my Nigerian greens. They're growing, so I'm happy. More Roma tomatoes. You can tell team here. Then these are basically different kinds of pepper. So jalapeno, we have cayenne. Yeah, another kind I remember. Let me just look. Chili pepper as well. Then I have green onions. Those are not doing so well. This tray is basically habanero tray, but as you can see, it just died off. It was growing, but then it just died off. I don't know what's wrong, but whatever. I have my corn over there. Carrots are here. This is, I believe, ewedu. No, that's ewedu. Jute leaves, and then this is, I think, potatoes. But yeah, that is it. I want to update you guys on the tomatoes isn't the greatest. So guys, it's the next day. I wanted to touch on some parts of the previous clips that I was talking about not looking like what you've been through. So I meant to say that not looking like you've been not looking like what you've been through, right? Doesn't mean that you negate like what you're going through or you act like it doesn't exist. It does exist. I guess the point that I was trying to make in that video, just to clarify things, is that you can be going through a lot, but you don't have to play that victim mode where like, woe is me, I'm going through this, everybody, the world is ending, like I'm not gonna live my life's purpose. I'm just gonna stop living because I'm going through whatever trials and tribulations I'm going through. That's what I don't want us to do. I don't want us to or us, I'm talking to myself too as well, but I don't want I try not to. It's not I don't want I don't focus I try not to focus on like the trial or tribulation that I'm going through. By the way, I got my teeth cleaned today. Guys, if you don't, 6 months. Every 6 months, get your teeth clean. You're supposed to. If you have insurance, it's covered twice a year. So get that done. But let's get my teeth clean. And every time I get my teeth clean, it feels like I have a brand new set of teeth and it feels so great. Yeah, I'm standing in this like historic site. It's an old like colonial house kind of feel. It's cool. It feels like it's like my own house, but it's not. I'm actually standing there, and then obviously the trees behind me. But yeah, so that's I wanted to clarify that today. I wanted to finish some of my coursework. Today was like basically appointments day. Like appointment day was running around to a dentist and blah blah blah. But drop all the kids off at school and wanted to just like go into the library, finish some like of my work as usual. And then I wanted to just run to Costco. So what I found about like I told you guys, I want to fill my garden bed. My back is hurting me. I don't want to put on this chair. Like a lot of pollen on there. So no, thank you. But anyway, so what I was saying is that I want to run to Costco. There's a coconut core like thing that I want to get. Nothing. There's the coconut core thing that I ordered online. At Costco, what I found out is that it's actually cheaper to buy it in store than to freaking go and order it online. So online, the coconut core, I believe, was like $23.99, $24 with tax, and you don't pay for shipping. Because I bought two, so you don't pay for shipping. So that's $23.99. But if you go in store, it's $18.99 with tax, about less than $20. So I was asking the lady there, I was like, why is that? Like, why is it cheaper to buy in store than order online? She was like, oh, shipping costs. I'm like, nah, I bought two. Still like per coconut core per package, it's actually more than buying in the store. She's like, oh well, I don't know. Whatever. So that's what I learned. So what I do every now and then, I go to Costco to see if they have it in the store, and I'll buy it. I'm not in any rush to like actually buy it yet. So my garden still looks as it does. I am getting ready to transplant my not greens. I'm getting ready to transplant my seedlings. I was about to say the same thing over again. My seedlings into the garden bed. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, nothing much. I was thinking about this, a lot of talking in this video, I'm sorry. But I was thinking about this thing about people who always look like they have it put together, including me. How people should check on people. I have I have one or two friends who always say I'm busy. Oh, I'm so busy, but I'm thinking of you, which I appreciate. They're thinking about me, but I also feel that if someone is a priority in your life, even though you're busy, you'll make time, right? And which is what they're doing. They're making time to just send a text here and there. I'm thinking of you, but I'm so busy, which is cute. I like that. But like the friends, or not friends, but people who don't like call you for like years on years, right? And then they go, oh, I've been busy. Well, we're all busy. I'm busy. I'm busy in a different way, but I'm busy. So I think like the whole thing is if somebody is priority in your life, no matter how busy you are, please reach out because again, we always hear this thin life is short, but it really is. Reach out, say I'm thinking of you. That means a lot when I get that kind of messages from people, and also tend to send those kind of messages to people as well because it means a lot. But anyways, I'm going to call it. This is what was mostly a talking video. I'm looking at a dead bug on the floor. Ah, look at that dead bug. Can you see it right there? It's like a beetle or something. Can't see it, it's okay. But yeah, this is like a nice, like, this is like a nice, quaint little, like, old colonial house. Um, yeah, it's a rocking chair. This is a historic site, by the way. It has a chair. Now look how small the doorways were. I don't know if you can get the sense from this. So that's the floor. That's the top of the door. So people were not that tall back then. See, that's the door height. So short. It's an old colonial house. Yeah, yeah, the normal porch and a rocking chair. But this is so cool. I'm gonna end this video here. So by the way, you guys saw the previous clip and you saw how big my potato spud leaves are sprouting. Oh my gosh. I've yet to find out when is the right time to actually pick a potato. So I'm gonna Google that. Maybe my next video I'll let you guys know. Maybe. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. I will catch you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.